All right, gather around, boys and girls, moms and dads of all ages, all continents of the United States and Canada, West Coast and South. Two different countries vying for the CCC Coronation Cake Championship. The results are in. Some controversy is around, but we're going to let Aunt Lily step in here and straighten all these mistakes out.
All right. It took us a while to compile the results because we had to work with Instagram and Facebook. So let's deal with the controversy first. It's very embarrassing for me to say this because it's my own son and his fiance, but after looking at their video, it's clear that some sort of substance abuse was involved. The swaying of the camera, the outfits, the slurred speech, the baked goods were bizarre. We all know Canada legalized marijuana several years ago, and I'm not saying it was marijuana. I don't know what it was, but we went to the top of the baking championship world and got a ruling from Mary Berry herself. And she did say that there was no enhancing substances allowed in competitive baking. So it is Canada, so we have a certificate for you. And it does say, please try harder next time. There are no mind-altering substances or performance-enhancing drugs allowed in competitive baking. CC. No one is really surprised Kyle was involved in nefarious baking practices, but you? Deb and Glenn will be so disappointed. You have let the Commonwealth down. This was the Queen's reaction to healthy muffins for Coronation. Not happy. Here are some of the quotes that were written on written on Instagram. Hashtag BC potheads. Ha ha ha. Hashtag, were those healthy muffins? What was in them? Ha ha ha. Why couldn't they film it straight? So you can download your certificate online if you want. Now, Dennis, drum roll. Now, it was so tight, but the winner was Kate and Heidi Wall for the most beautifully decorated cake fit for a coronation. It goes to Kate and Heidi Wall. The chocolate ganache on top looked like a beautiful frozen pond of dark chocolate, while the white buttercream kisses stood as straight as the Queen's Guard around the strawberry cake. Some of the comments written in the comments on Instagram were by Ryan Tillman, a clear winner. The baker sounds like a pro. And Kyle Teasdale said, holy shit, a 10. So you too may download this suitable for professionally framing certificate online. And we also were lucky enough to get a signed portrait of our most beautiful Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. It's not signed by him, but there is someone here that used to clean his aunt's house, I think it was, or maybe condo in Montreal a few years ago. So she signed it, and you can frame that as well. Okay. Of course, we have prizes for everyone because it's Auntie Lily's world. Okay, so Amanda Teasdale won for Best Flavor Profile and cake that the judges would most like to taste. Tangy and sweet combinations of blueberry and lemon had the judges drooling. And even though we all know Sherry R made it and cleaned up the kitchen afterwards, here is your award so you don't lock in yourself in the bathroom again. Some of the comments by the Instagram followers were Trinidad Gabe said, that looks like the White Walker symbol, which meant nothing in the end, so a 7. Ooh, harsh. Sherry R. Ali said infinity. Oh, that's sweet. Lifer at Folsom Prison said 10. Please send recipe with more bathing suit shots. I'm not sure I understand that. Okay, so Amanda, I will send email this to you so we can safely give this to you. Then we have an award for Princess Irene. Let me tell you, she was a fan favorite, but even weirder, people really enjoyed my dad, Fred. He had his own little following going. It said, most benevolent baker is awarded to Her Majesty Princess Irene for not only creating a beautiful and delicious cake for coronation, but for graciously asking a homeless man in a housecoat to come in and taste it for her. There is no end to the talents and kindness of Princess Irene. The baker also seemed to have a following of his own. Let's see, Rachel Petker gave it a 10 because it's Fred. 11 out of 10 from Pop 1 said he's the cutest. Shariar Ali, because it's Princess Irene, 20 out of 10. Nicole Neely says, I don't think your mom should let that homeless man into her house. And Carol Dick said, your parents are so cute. So Princess Irene, here is your certificate. I'm sure the Queen is very proud of you. Now, the award for the most adorable baker, we could clearly have given her every award because she was a hands down hit. But that obviously goes to Ryland Walsh. Her own Oma gave her infinity as well. So with her chubby cheeks and flour on her little nose, she could have produced a poopy diaper and charmed all the judges. Some of the comments were, one from Kaylee Newsom was 1,000, I was swayed. Shariar Ali said 11, Team Ryland forever. Oma said infinity. Cece said, why does Ryland always win? I believe she was still under the influence of whatever was involved in that. And last but not least, most beautiful cake created by clearly delusional baker. Her cake looked amazing. Clearly the large son enjoyed it and the BC blackberries immensely. But enough is enough with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle living on my street nonsense. Perhaps some antipsychotics would be in order before entering any more baking contests. That was for my sister, who keeps insisting that she lives down the street from the Royals. AJ120 said 1 trillion. Carla is the vibe. I'm not sure what she means by that. Sherry R. Ali said an 8. Her sister is really nice. Wombat3 said, bless her heart. Does that woman really think she knows Prince Harry? She gave a pity 6. Big hair forever gave her a 10 because her son is so sweet to patronize her. Well, I think that's really nice, and I'm sure she will frame this beside her pictures of Harry that she has on her wall. Well, thank you so much for taking part in our family's baking contest. We're working on a new contest for next week, and thank you for joining us. We've had a great time, and you want to say anything, Dennis? Dennis has just loved doing this, right? Haven't you?
Someone asked me how I was doing with the virus, and I told them, I can't walk. See you next week.